Let me show the testing operation of EB500 shortwave and 6 meters power amplifier with the touch screen. The LPF band switching could be made by fingertips, or better to use the external band decoder. This way the auto mode must be selected on the screen. The single voltage power supply is used, flat pack 2 in my case, and it gives me 53.7 volts. Reference power meter is a Bird 43 with element for 2500 watts on shortwave bands, which means 2.5 kW full scale. I will drive it with the ISO transceiver, but the output is connected to amplifier input through 6 dB attenuator. Thus I can raise the output power from the radio to make negligible the ALC spikes, which is being produced by this specific radio. The power is set to 59 watts. An internal power meter is calibrated according to Bird on 20 meters as a central frequency of shortwaves. We see the 500 watts on Bird and same level on the power meter. I can raise the drive up to 64 watts from the radio, which means 16 watts comes to amplifier input. Now I will show the output starting from 160 meters. Then telegraphy. Then SSB, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Well, now I'm going to return to packet mode and the center of the short waves to show the protection system operation. At first I will replace the 50 ohms dummy by 25 ohms using that coax switch. If I try to transmit high SWR protection along with the high current due to mismatch is enabled. To reset the protection, I have to switch off the mains for 10 to 15 seconds. Meanwhile, I will reduce the driving power. I will show that at reduced output, the amplifier is still capable to operate. At the SWR as high as 2 to 1, but due to mismatch, the efficiency is going down. (10 or 11 watts is the threshold for high SWR protection. Switch off to reset it. Return the 50 ohms dummy and the full power. If I try to overdrive the amplifier, close to 20 watts, maybe on other band. High current and high protection, high power and high current protection were enabled simultaneously because it's a rather high power. Well, high power protection is enabled. As far as I recall, the 17 meters has the highest current consumption. Well, high current protection is enabled. Well, once again, to reset it, I have to switch off the mains, reduce the power to normal 16 up to 17 watts. It's okay for this amplifier. If I raise the driving slightly, we see that the output is rising too. Thus it's still in a linear regime. Well, if I tune in for prolonged time, the temperature will rise, and thus the cooling system will increase the turns per minute, thus noise too. And it's getting cold quite fast, and the noise will go down. Okay, that's enough for this amplifier.